Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing, it's a blanket I made for myself. I'm just wearing it because it is freezing right now, so I thought I would keep myself warm by wrapping myself up in a blanket. But anyway, today in this video, I'm going to do one of my favorite segments here on YouTube, which is a coffee and story time. And today's coffee and story time is a story about how I was trying to leave the store with my group, and then this one person decided he wanted to stay in the store and was refusing to leave because he still wanted to look around. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you're with a group and you guys are on a time frame and you have to leave, it's fair to be flexible and just leave with everybody rather than want to stay in the store and still look around because you want to look around. It's not fair to the other people in the group. When you're in a group outing with a large group of people, you have to be constantly flexible. And if you're on a time and your group is on a time frame, you have to be flexible with the time frame. Don't just get mad and want to stay in the store because you want to stay in the store and still look around. You have to be considerate for other people's time. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I think this started maybe, was it 5 years ago? I'm pretty sure it was almost 5 years ago. We were hanging out at a local plaza. It was me, a group of people, and then another group of people, because two different groups were in the same city, at the same local plaza that we were, because they were going to, I think, a library or doing an activity in the park. And then I'm pretty sure I was volunteering at a local senior center with a group. And we all decide to hang out with the other group after meeting up and going to the local bookstore, which was fun. And we were all very excited because we loved going into the bookstore. And it was me, my friend, some other people, including this person who I'm going to call I'm going to call this person Store, just because he wanted to stay in the store. Just a last minute change. Yeah, so he wanted to stay in the store. And so we go into the local half-price books, we start looking around, and it was also a good time killer too, because we had plenty of time after all our volunteer work, and we decided to look around the store for maybe, I think we had about maybe 20 minutes that day, and our bus didn't come for a while. So we decided to kill some time by looking around the store after eating lunch and doing some education. And so we are in the store, and as we're in the store, we're killing a bunch of time to get ready to leave. So then all of a sudden, and it's time for us to go. It's like maybe almost 1:30, and we have to go catch a bus. So we're getting ready to leave. Nobody had to make any purchases that day. So the supervisor grabs everybody, and then we go around looking for Store. And Store is at the comic book section reading comic books. And the supervisor's like, Store, we have to go. And he goes, but I'm not done with my comic book. Yeah. And the supervisor's like, Store, we really need to leave. We have to go catch our bus, blah, 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 blah. So Store gives the supervisor an attitude and goes, but I'm not done yet reading my comic. And it wasn't really his comic because he wasn't even really buying it, but he was just looking at it. And then the supervisor tells Store, that's not being considerate for your group. group. It's not fair to keep other people waiting when we have to go and we're on a time frame. So finally, store understands this after maybe like 5 minutes, puts the comic away, and I think he was kind of irritated, and they start walking back, and we start walking back to the buses so we can get on our bus to get home. And I think maybe he didn't say anything for the rest of the afternoon because he was probably pretty angry for not having enough time to look at his comic, but it happens. I mean, it does get disappointing when you don't have enough time to do things you want to do, but you also have to remember that when you're with a giant group of people, you have to be flexible with other people's schedule. So luckily, he was a little flexible after the supervisor explained to that, and then put the comic book away, and then we left the store and got on our bus. And we kind of gave him some space for a while because I think he was a little mad because he didn't get a chance to finish reading his comic book. But oh well, it just happens. So the moral of the story is when you're on a time frame and you have to leave, it's important to leave with a group of people. It's important to think about the other people in the group. Don't just think about yourself. Now, if I understand, it can get quite frustrating when you don't have enough time to go do the things you want to do, but you also have to remember to be considerate of the other people who are on a time frame and need to leave to be where they need to be. Don't just think about yourself. It's always important to be considerate of other people. I'm glad this person was flexible after they explained to him when it was time to go and why it was time to go, and he put the comic book away. So just always think of other people when you're in a giant group of people, and then be flexible with the other people's schedule, not just your own. Okay, so that was a story about how someone didn't want to leave the bookstore when it was time to go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!